Hi guys, welcome back to Battle with Ola. This is Mujola Olua and I'm super thrilled to be here today. Today I want to talk about an important judicial decision, that is one of the most important decisions in contract law of contract. If you're a law student or a lawyer, you would have come across it. And in fact, if you have done any contract law related course or module or business, you might have come across it, because I remember one time someone had told me, that they were taking ICANN exams and they had to read up on the case, for the exam as part of the curriculum. So what decision are we talking about? Carlill and Carbolic Smokeball Company. It's a very important decision and we're going to be discussing it in detail today. Let me encourage you to subscribe to the channel, to leave a comment on each video after saying continue the conversation, and to also like the video. I am so appreciative of people who like the video after they've seen it. It's a sign that, oh, I love what I saw, I'd love to see more. And people who leave comments in the comment section, very important. Also, I've said this before, so let me say it again. If you're asking a question that will generally benefit all other persons, just leave it in the comment section of the video to which the question is related. Some people come and they just dump questions on videos or posts that are not even connected in any way. That is not good enough, not cool at all. Because are you telling us that I'm only here to ask questions, answer me and let me go? No, join a conversation, a relevant conversation, and leave the relevant comments on the relevant posts and videos. Very important. Also, if you have a question that that's peculiar to you, the extensive or comprehensive scenario that you need to paint for me to answer the question is peculiar to you, you may need a consultation. So just book a paid consultation and let's talk law and some more law. Thank you so much. Let me also make a clarification. Houseoflivingstones and Co. is a fully virtual law firm. Thank you for everyone that has celebrated, the start of that law firm. It's an offshoot of Battle with Ola consultation arm. So many people have consulted for so many people. In the last almost 2 years when I started the consultation arm, and I found out that sometimes people need further services after a consultation. So the law firm is to cater to those services in particular. So it's still virtual. So when you consult and we need to take things further, the law firm will take it over. So that is what Houseoflivingstones and Co. is all about. Don't forget to buy my books. Check the link in the description box to each video and you will see gems, books you should buy, links to articles I've written that you can read, for your own pleasure and education, and so many other things, even related videos. Sometimes we put it in the description box. Also, there's a judicial precedence playlist. So this kind of video is going to be in that playlist. So if you want to watch videos at a go, at a stretch, videos that are related or connected to each other, or that share a central idea, maybe decided cases, matrimonial disputes, topics or areas of law, corporate or commercial aspects of law, I've made different playlists on the channel. Just go to the playlist section and you would find what you're looking for. This particular video is going to be in the judicial precedence playlist, so you can always go there. You find things like Ida and Woodmansey, Corbett and Corbett, Niger Chemist and Nigeria Chemist, and a host of other cases. And this one in particular, Carlill and Carbolic Smokeball Company. So let's talk about Carlill and Carbolic Smokeball Company today. It's in an 1873 decision, so old, super old, but very relevant. So what happened in that case was that Carbolic Smokeball Company manufactured smoke balls, and then they advertised in the newspapers and said that, oh, these smoke balls will protect you from getting the flu or the influenza at the time. There was an influenza, going around. So they made smoke balls and said, oh, this will prevent you from getting it once you buy it and you use it according to our instructions. And they now said that if you buy it, you use it, and then you still contract the flu, then we will pay you £100. That's how sure we are that our products will work. And to demonstrate our sincerity, we have deposited £1,000 in a certain bank account for as many people as may want to claim the £100 reward for the ineffectiveness of our smoke ball. So Mrs. Carlill bought a smoke ball. She used it according to the specifications, the instructions given. and then she still caught the flu. Then she now wanted to claim a £100 reward, and then Carbolic Smokeball now said, no, you cannot claim it. No, 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 no. We did not. We are not bound to give you that £100. So the Mrs. Carlill sued them, and the decision before the court was to decide whether that advertisement constituted an offer or an invitation to treat. Now we've talked about contracts and the features of a valid contract on the channel. Please watch those 2 videos. I know there are 2 videos on that. One of the features of a valid contract is offer. There are 5 features. There must be an offer, the acceptance of the offer, there must be an intention in the offeror to create legal relations between them and the offeree, and then the terms of the contract must be certain, and the 5th one is there must be consideration for value. So those are the features of a valid contract. So offer means that you are putting this thing out, then the other person would accept it, then you can start talking about a contract. But Carbolic Smokeball was now saying that our advertisement was an invitation to treat. An invitation to treat is you just asking people to come make offers, not an offer in itself. It is an invitation to the whole world. Okay, come and make an offer so that we can enter into a contract. So they were saying that that's what their advert was. Simpliciter. It was not an offer. Mrs. Carlill was saying that it's an offer. I accepted it by buying the Smokeball, following your instructions, and that's my consideration for value. I followed the instructions, so I'm entitled. You are bound to pay me the £100. So when they went to court, she won, and then Carbolic Smokeball appealed the judgment. Now, the decision of the appeal is the one that is now a locus classicus in law. In law of contracts, we've talked about locus classicus. That's the case that forms the bedrock of a principle of law or a concept in law. So Carlill and Carbolic Smokeball is that locus classicus for understanding offer as differentiated from an invitation to treat, or vice versa. So the court held that the mere fact that Carbolic Smokeball not only promised £100, but said that they deposited £1,000 in a bank account dedicated for that purpose, so that if you contract the flu after buying and using their Smokeball, you will be entitled to £100. The £1,000 deposited showed their sincerity, that we actually want you to take us up on this, and we will be bound by our words, our advertisement. The court held that that sincerity made the advertisement an offer, not a mere invitation to treat. So Carbolic Smokeball was saying, it's mere puffery. We didn't mean it. We were just saying it that, let anyone then come and make us an offer. Not that was not an offer. It was just an invitation to treat. It's a mere ad. It's just puffery. Now, puffery is, when you make gigantuan promises that you do not intend to fulfill. Just daring people to call your bluff when you know that you're not really going to do anything. I remember that I had found not an ad, a quiz, or a question, so to speak, on a company's website or blog. I think that year was 2016. I remember it clearly because now it has made me shy away from things like that on the internet. So they had asked a question, a literature question. I'm a literature enthusiast. I love literature. I love reading it. I love buying it. I love talking about it, discussing it. So they had asked a question. They said, if you get the answer correctly, we are going to give you this book by Judicial. I remember it. I don't know that Strange Things or Open City, one of Judicial's books that I was really interested in getting at the time. So when I saw it answer the question, I got it correctly. Then they said, come to our... I think they were shocked that anybody would take them up, because it appeared that, that quiz or question had been on their blog for so long and no one paid attention. But for some reason, I found it and I answered it. They said, come to our office. So I went there. I was so happy. I'm getting a Judicial. When I got there, they now said that, we don't have that book anymore. We ran out of it, or something happened. Then they now gave me a badly edited book that was published by their own company, as a substitution for what they had promised. So this is just similar to what happened, but even in Mrs. Carlill's case, they weren't even giving anything similar or a substitute. They were saying that we're not bound, we're not giving you any £100. She said you're going to give me the £100. I bought it. I used it according to what you told me, according to the instructions. So I followed your instruction. That is my consideration for value in this contract, because your ad is an offer. I took it up, I accepted it, and my consideration was buying and using it according to your instructions. So I'm entitled to my £100. And the courts agreed with her at the lower court, and at the appeal court, the court agreed with her and said that Carbolic Smokeball was bound. Now, the court made a dictum to say that it is not in all cases of advertisements like that or similar, or an advertisement offering a reward or something, that will constitute an offer. It is not in all cases that such an ad will constitute an offer or that the company will be bound. But in this particular case, they had even added to the advertisement that we have deposited £1,000 in this bank account, so that we can fulfill, the claims when it comes up. So that was a sincere intent. They said that they had no intention to create legal relations, which is one of the features of a contract, or to make an offer. But the court was saying that this additional proviso, that there's a £1,000 deposit in a bank for this purpose, demonstrates sincerity and an intention to be bound. So you are bound. Pay £100. So that was the decision in Carlill and Carbolic Smokeball company. So the court also said that contrary to what Carbolic Smokeball was arguing, an offer can indeed be made to the whole world, because they were saying this is an advertisement to the whole world. You cannot just say that it's an offer. It's mere puffery. And then the court said it can actually, in their own instance, it is an offer, because for an offer to be an offer, there are some features, and they are that: one, it must be specific. This advertisement was very specific. Two, it must be capable of being accepted by the other party. This one had that feature. It must be complete. This was complete in nature. And then it must be made with the intention to be bound. So by saying we have £1,000 somewhere for you to make these claims, the company had demonstrated an intention to be bound, by the offer that they made. So the court held that you can make an offer to the whole world. It doesn't matter if it's an ad. Once the words are not vague, it's not just a vague advertisement. It is clear, concise. Anyone reading it knows this is what you want, this is what you require, this is what I need to do, and then this will follow. So this is what Mrs. Carlill did, and then the court held that she was entitled to a reward of £100. So that's the case in Carlill and Carbolic Smokeball. What do you think? Let's meet in the comment section, and I will see you in my very next video. Don't forget to subscribe to those.